Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. An investigation into the possession and sale of cocaine conducted by the Sulphur Springs Special Crimes Unit has led to the arrest of Montarius Montel Barnes, age 36, of Sulphur Springs. 4 separate buys of cocaine led to a narcotic search warrant at his residence on Beckham Street, where Barnes had conducted his sales. The undercover buys resulted in approximately 5.5 grams of cocaine. A search warrant executed by Special Crimes Unit, Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County investigators, and the Sulphur Springs Police Department Patrol Division discovered approximately 6.4 grams of cocaine inside the residence at the time of the search. Barnes has been charged with the on-site possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1, more than 4 grams but less than 200 grams in a drug-free zone, and the warranted charges, 2 charges of manufactured delivery controlled substance, penalty group 1, more than 1 gram but less than 4 grams in a drug-free zone, and 2 charges of manufactured delivery of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram in a drug-free zone. Barnes is in Hopkins County Jail, held on a total of $150,000 in bonds. High school seniors in the Ch.18 County Paris District can earn some extra dollars for their project celebration events by participating in a fun video contest that highlights safe driving. Students working in teams to write, shoot, and produce a short video public service announcement that emphasizes the dangers teen drivers sometimes face, such as distracting driving, speeding, not wearing a seatbelt, or driving under the influence. In doing so, they earn a mini grant from TxDOT to spend on their celebrations. The first prize team in the area contest will win $1,500. The second place team will win $1,250, and the third place team will win $1,000. Teams who participate but do not place will be awarded $600. Mini grants are also available to schools that need help funding their project celebration events but who do not participate in the PSA contest. Project celebration events are conducted by educators, parents, and community partners to help keep students safe and alcohol-free throughout the school year, especially during school-related celebrations. The activities provide students ongoing education on the dangers of impaired driving, with concentrated education scheduled around events such as spring break, prom, or graduation. Contest entries are due in March. Here's Don Julian with sports.
The next time you visit Gerald Prim Stadium, check out the monument honoring the 2008 Wildcat State Champion football team. The monument was placed near the ticket windows in the left front entrance to the stadium on Thursday. Wildcats football coach and athletic director Greg Owens gives us more information.
You know, with the old stadium, we had a place to celebrate those guys, 2008, and the great historic, feat they did of winning the state championship. When we tore down the stadium, then we tore down that also. So we had a chance to replace that, and I think we did it in a very classy way with a huge stone sitting out in front of the Prim and all those guys' names and coaches, and just kind of remember that season and what those guys did. And it took 100 years to get done here, but finally it got done. So we think we've done a great job of honoring them and honoring our town too in a classy way.
Is right outside near, I guess, the ticket areas.
Yeah, there wasn't a great place to put it. You worry about it being outside for vandalism, those kind of things, and sun hitting and all that, but you also want it to be visible. So we talked about putting it inside, but it really wasn't a great place inside without being crowded. And again, a lot of people come by and visit and look at our stadium, so we wanted to showcase that, and we think it's a classy touch to the very beginning of that. It all ties in with the gray exterior and those things, and it's got color on it. So I think it did a great job, and it's going to honor those guys.
And you had a monument company in town here that did it for you?
Tony Bassham in Memorial Monuments, all right? He runs that in town, so we've been talking with him. This has been in the works for like 2 years. So we finally got it all worked out and got it done. And then the local guys down here at Westway Feed, man, they were great. Those guys did a super job, and I believe it's Matt, and he let us use one of their lifts, and it was quite a task. That thing weighs 2,500 pounds. So, yeah, it was a task. Our maintenance guys were able to set it off the truck with one of our lifts and set it up on the podium, and then they came up with one of their lifts and watch those guys work, because you got to be careful with that. You do it the wrong, tilt the wrong way, weight the wrong way, that thing cracks. So they did a super job, and it was unique and cool to watch those guys put that in. But we're appreciative of those guys for donating their time and their equipment too to help us put that up.
Doug's been on Channel 18, has been running a 10-year-old video, and so we just, at the end of 18, relived the state championship, and I think we just had the event on the square a couple of days ago, so those were heady times, Coach.
Yeah, it was fun times. Those are fun times you want to remember, and it's fun to see those guys. It's hard. We did a little reunion this year, too, one of our ball games. It was great seeing those guys come back and what they've done in their lives and what they're doing, and, we're so appreciative of them for what they did there, too, and it's a big deal. We don't want to make that the biggest thing about their life, but it was a special time for our state and I mean for our school in the state, and to get recognition and to be recognized, and it was a big deal. So proud of those guys. I'm proud of seeing the young men they've become and the dads they've become, and their business opportunities and all that kind of stuff. Some of those guys are working all over the world. I mean, it was just cool catching up with those guys, and and again, what a great feat it was, and to be able to honor them, I think is a great deal.
And we put the monument in a place where it looks like a lot of others could go with it over there.
Well, we're all in favor of that. Everybody's in favor of that. So, what's next?
The Lady Cats softball team had their first official day of practice on Friday. Lady Cats coach David Carrillo, in his 13th season at Sulphur Springs, is looking forward to this year.
I think the girls are really excited too, because we only have like 30-something minutes during the period. Everything's been short, and we haven't been able to do a lot of things that we could do with extended time. So this is going to be a great thing for us. I think they're excited. With me, it's a blessing and a curse. Because we have 10 seniors this year, and you've just built so many great relationships with those girls, and you kind of know that this is it. So you kind of have a sense of urgency, along with knowing that, man, this is it, and you get a bond with them, and that's what coaching's all about. So having those kids, and then our returning starters from last year, or returning players, it's just all about building relationships and working on getting better together. And I emphasized yesterday, first day of practice, put team first and self second, and let's roll and see where it takes us. So we're going to pull that same approach again. It worked so good last year, we're going to try to do it again.
What are the big holes as you look that you need to find answers for over the next weeks?
Well, I would really feel like, missing Alyssa Abrams is going to be a big hole. She had speed. She was our leadoff hitter, playing center field. But, when those things happen, you just got to go try to fill in the gap somewhere. So we're going to be searching for that. Catcher, losing Macy Hollins is another big thing right there, because, like I said, catchers are important. And, of course, I think we have people to fill in the spots, but we'll see if they can, carry the load just as well as those girls did.
And that's a tall order with those two.
Oh, yes, it is.
You're start with pitching with Bailey Haggerty, be back as a senior, and I know that's a load off to have a really veteran pitcher, been pitching since she was a freshman.
Yes, having Bailey back is just great. You've been kind of spoiled with her, having her for 4 years, and you get to the point sometimes you take her for granted, because she's just there, and she just she does her thing. Bailey's a fierce competitor, and we're looking forward to finishing this thing out right with her. And then another girl that we were able to find late in the season was Tessa Holt. I thought she pitched well, going into the playoffs and as the season went down. And I feel like her spending that time on the JV is what kind of helped her, because she was pitching all the time, and she just kept being steady, being very patient, and she won some big games for us at the end, too. I remember she had to step in the Pine Tree game, and she did a great job. So, and she came in the Forney game and did a really good job against a very good lineup. So, having those two and knowing we have two, it's going to be a good thing. And I also feel like we have a freshman, Addison Cadell, that pitches also, and I think she's going to do some things also. So we're looking forward to the year and the people that we have in the circle. So it's going to be a good thing. At least Bailey doesn't have to carry the whole load, and we can share the wealth a little bit, because that's important, because you always want to give your kids some rest when you can, and still be competitive out there. And I feel like we'll be able to be like that this year.
One thing the Lady Cats can always hit, and you think of Sadie Stroud, you think of Kelsey Wallace, and big slugger over at first base, Brinkley Driver.
Yes, I mean, that's another thing. We've been blessed with those girls that can really, pound the ball a lot. Kelsey's very athletic, and Sadie's always just really steady. And, Brinkley, the bomb that she hit over at McKinney North, I'll never forget. So, that ball's probably still going. But that being said, we were very blessed with that. Returning also is Sierra Smith. She was a newcomer of the year in the district. So, those type of people right there, it's a great nucleus to have. And Allie Fight returning also. She's a great player, steady in the outfield. We have some kids, so we're going to try to do the best we can, put the people in the right spot, and make a good run of this.
You'll point, I guess, toward your first scrimmage, and when will that be for you?
That actually is next Saturday, so we're not wasting any time. We're going to Pittsburgh and going to have a two-way scrimmage or three-way scrimmage with Pittsburgh, and then we'll take a break, and then we're going to go over there and play Longview. So it's 3 teams over there, and UIL let us again start early, so we're going to start early and we're going to get after it. And then the Booger Bear schedule of their scrimmages start. We go play Plano East and Forney the following Monday, and then we go back to Rockwall. But I think when you play, I know when you play good competition, it makes you better, and it's great for evaluating. And I think our kids understand that. And that's what the good thing about our program is. It's gotten to that point where they understand that we're working, we're trying to get better. We're going to try to get better and put the best team we can on the field before district starts.
Coach, really looking forward to softball, but I'd like a little bit of softball weather.
Yes, this weather's been crazy. We had a good schedule in the fall that we wanted to do, and we only got to play a couple of games because of the weather. So, hopefully it's a lot better and dries out. Maybe this is getting out of the system, and we're ready to go. And just make it warm, too. I like that, too. So, but it is what it is. But, again, I talked to you earlier, we're blessed with the indoor to be able to practice and get a lot of stuff done, whereas I know teams right now are scrambling around for day one, and, they're talking about this weekend they're not going to be able to get out on the field, but we will be able to do something. So that's a great positive.
Lady Cats were district champs last year, had a record of 28-7, and they went all the way to the regional quarterfinals.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.